they shouldn't be tense that they will have an interrogation.
No,
It's like, do you qualify for this job? Because they're not going to give you a job. They're going to give you a visa, not a job. A visa for you to come and look for jobs here in Germany.
Yeah.
That's a good pointer, because people are feeling like, oh, what can I do? I have an interview. What should I have? What can I do? Please help me.
Just have your everything, all your papers in order. Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, Verajore Clan. So today we have a special guest. I've been talking about Chancenkarte, talking about the opportunity card. But as I promised you last time, as I was talking about the interviews and how to ace the interviews when you're called to the embassy, I promised you I will get you someone who is here in Germany, came through the Chancenkarte opportunity, and we have him here with us. So I'm going to interview him, I'm going to introduce him, I'm going to ask him some of the questions. You can put your questions as well. We still ask him and answer some of these questions. And you also want to know how he got this opportunity. How did he ace the interviews in the embassy, you know? How we actually came here, was he able to raise the money, was he able to qualify the points, how was the process for him? So he's here to tell us all these amazing things that happened, and finally he's here in Germany. So welcome to our channel, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. So yeah, welcome to our channel. Tell us your name, introduce yourself. It's amazing to have someone who came with the opportunity card that we're talking about, and he's here to tell us with his own kind of mouth and tell us that it's possible to relocate to Germany with the opportunity card. Great. Karibu sana, Tony. You know, we've always been talking about Chancenkarte, and finally we have someone here who can tell us how he got this opportunity. How is Germany? Before you even tell us how you came and where you're from, how is Germany so far? How did we welcome you here in Germany? Thank you for having me, first of all.
You're welcome.
I'm glad to be here. I'm a huge fan of the channel.
Awesome.
Yeah, everybody who's not subscribed, please go and do that.
Thank you.
Yes, but yeah, my journey to Germany, or rather my learning in Germany, has been soft. I got a warm welcome.
Nice.
Yeah. I just got a cold surprise in the in the weather. But other than that, it's been good so far.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
I love being here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself now. Where you born, where you're from.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that we can get to know you as a person before you actually tell us how it's happening for you in Germany.
Definitely. So just in brief introduction, I was born in Eldoret, born and raised. I studied there for primary and high school, and immigrated, or rather moved to Nairobi, and studied there. Studied at USIU. Studied for business administration.
Nice.
And with a concentration in finance.
Okay.
But finished, tabacked, got a job. Corona came, Corona went, got another job.
Nice.
And here I am.
So before you came to Germany, which company were you working before, so that you give them your resignation and say, I'm done with this country, let me go to Germany?
So we share a thing in common. I used to work for you, for my employer as well. I used to work at Cooperative Bank. I used to be a salesperson.
Cooperative Bank.
And yeah, I worked there for around 2 years and some months. In fact, when I used to work there on contract. So when the contract elapsed and we were renewing, I just told myself, you know, I need to change employers, change scenery, change environment. And yeah, I was already looking into Germany and looking into ways how I can come to Germany. And now through research, through, you know, watching YouTube channels such as yours, I was able to decide where I want to, what I want, how do I want to come, brother.
So what you're telling me is, interesting thing you're telling me is people watch our channel. This is interesting.
They do. Me included. I'm a huge supporter.
Nice.
Because, you know, information is powerful, and, you know, it helps to get information from, you know, the horse's mouth, and get to know how people
are there. Let's say, for example, Germany or Australia or anybody,
Mhm.
and whoever is giving that information about charging you, because
Yeah.
people do charge.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Why wouldn't you, have a look? Yeah.
Interesting. So tell us, so what convinced you? Because you can get all this information on the website, on YouTube, you can research about all these things.
Yeah.
But what made you say it's Germany, not US, not Canada, not Italy? Why Germany?
So, me landing in Germany was actually like tough. So it's not a funny story, but it's Germany was not my first option.
Trust me.
Germany was not my first option. I have siblings in other areas of the world, and naturally, like you don't want to go where somebody you have somebody
familiar. Exactly, makes sense.
Yes. So there, I was researching there initially, and US, Canada, UK, Finland as well, and Germany was like. So I have a friend back at home. Shout out to yourself if you ever watch this. But she actually convinced me to look at Germany because she was also looking to immigrate to go and do her master's. So she was like, me, I'm already learning Germany. I think Germany is it for me. Maybe you should take a look.
Interesting.
And now when I went down that rabbit hole, like seeing how it is in Germany, doing your research and doing everything, I was like, this is a hidden gem. Why don't more people come here?
Exactly.
Because there's a lot of work-life balance.
Yeah.
The systems like work very fine. Even seeing them with my own eyes.
Interesting.
Yeah, and like you earn well, you can live off your salary without like living hand to mouth per se. Yes, and
it's fun. It's funny how you're saying the system work and why you want to come. When we look at videos right now, it's like, oh, why people are living in Germany? Why people are living in Germany? And then you hear someone who has not even stayed 1 month, they're already here in Germany and they're talking about good things about Germany. That's what we want to hear, because ideally, when you look at the positive things in life, you'll always find the positive things in life. So I'm glad you have that positivity and you felt like Germany is it for you and it's working for you.
Yeah.
So we fast forward the system, things are working, things are great. But you've not told us how you started applying. So we want to know that process, because there's somebody out there who wants to come to Germany, has never heard of Germany, has never heard how things are working. They don't know where to start. So where can someone start when they want to relocate to Germany?
So for me, there are a few resources that I used. One is now like your YouTube channel, for example, and like these people who have YouTube channels talk about different topics.
Yes.
Of immigrating.
Yes.
So they want talk about Chancenkarte, talk about maybe EU pair, volunteering. So you can look at which specific way you want to immigrate. There are, I keep on telling people there are like 10 or 20 different ways of coming to Germany. So for me, it was first YouTube. Secondly, Goethe. They have a department. It's called AMIF for people who want to live and work in Germany.
So Goethe Institute in Nairobi.
Yes, Goethe Institute in Nairobi.
So they don't only offer the language. What did they want?
So for me, if I remember everything well, because you come with a heap of document and you realize they don't
title deed is not needed.
They don't need bank statement. I don't know. I bring your bank statement. Nothing. They just return to you. I wasted 4,000 shillings on a bank statement. But if I remember well, there was your degree or your vocational certificate, the blocked account confirmation, of course, your CV, your motivation letter.
By motivation letter, you mean cover letter?
Yes, sort of a cover letter, but basically just telling them why you want to go there.
So this letter you're writing to the embassy, not to the
no,
to the embassy. It's like you're applying for a job with the embassy to let you in their country.
Yes. And even in the website for whichever embassy, German embassy, they have listed what they want you to point to say in that cover letter. But now
in that same website.
in that same website.
So website has everything, guys.
Website
We're just
has
letting you
everything.
know all this information, but the website still have all these things that we are talking about here.
Yeah. So the cover letter, CV,
Passport, of course.
passport, of course, yes, passport, of course, passport photos, of course.
Did you have to certify your certificate? Your
No, I did not have to certify anything. I did not have to certify.
Things are changing.
Yeah, I did not have
Wow.
to
So you
certify.
didn't have to go to a lawyer or your
No.
lecturer, no professor to sign that this is a certified copy.
Nothing.
Interesting. No birth certificate.
No birth certificate. They returned it to me.
Yo, I know. You carry so many
You
things.
carry so many
Like
things.
I can end up a photocopy. No, it was
And
just.
you know, I feel like there's something I was told the other day. German bureaucracy
Yeah.
always want you to have everything. So I didn't want to be caught off guard and get
Yeah.
told, but I was caught off guard. We'll get to that. But yeah, apart from that, you also need to show language.
You have to. But you have
It
6
is-
points.
You do have 6 points, but you know that 6 points, how they calculate it, it's a funny system because they didn't even tell me that you qualify 6 points. But now on the online system where you are uploading online, you will first have to like check boxes of what you have.
Yes.
Then the system says you have 6
6 points,
points.
yeah.
Yes. But at that time, it was either you have English C1 or B2 C1. So that's like IELTS if you have IELTS, for example, or if you have those Cambridge, or you have at least German A2. Because A2 was 1 point. If you have this A1, that's 0 points. It doesn't give you anything. But A2 was 1 point. So I had, it was good really. I did not have the certificates. I had what I had.
So what did you prove to say you have 8?
I had a certificate of participation. This is something that somebody
Greatly
gives you to show that you were in class
Nice.
and you passed. You can either pass successfully, it's always written on the certificate. You pass
Nice.
successfully, but for me now I had something else, and I'll come to mention that. So yes, certificate of language if you do have, if you don't have, I don't know, but I don't think the main concentration on them is that language. It's more of getting skilled.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then
But if you have it, it's a plus.
yes, you have it, it's a plus,
Yeah.
definitely. And then you should show, but it's optional, but you should show that you tried to apply for jobs here. Yes. That is something.
How do you show?
See, you send applications. You go online, look for jobs in Germany, look for jobs that like speak to your qualification and your experience, and you send just like how you send.
So what will I carry to show that I've been applying? I print all these
Print
emails.
Yes, print all those emails, and also print. Okay, you print obviously you send applications. You will also get responses.
You get the no reply.
Yeah, no reply.
We've received your application. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
So that is the things you print.
Yes.
How many do you print?
I did not have. That's it. Where I'm saying there's some things that I did not have. So even the visa officer asked me, do you have any proof to show that you've been applying to jobs in Germany? Because I think that is very important because it shows that
You're a job seeker.
you're a
You're
job
seeking
seeker,
opportunities.
you're seeking
You don't just want to come to Germany
Yes.
for the sake of coming to Germany.
Yes.
When you also come here, you start applying
start
for
applying for
opportunities.
jobs. Yes, definitely. And it also like introduces you to also the German labor market because you'll get all of them. 99%, if not 100, it will just be rejection because maybe one or two things.
Exactly.
But it is not mandatory. It's optional, as I said. But it looks good for
It's
your
an
application.
advantage.
It's an advantage. And one thing I have to mention, I'm sorry I did not look at your last video, but this interaction with the visa officer, it's not an interview. You don't sit and talk to each other.
Like the way you're talking.
Yes.
You just present your papers.
Just present your papers.
If you don't have
yes.
So it's not literally an interview.
It's not an interview.
It's just a matter of presenting your papers. If you qualify for the visa, you're given. If you don't have any other papers, why do they call it interview? Because also, as when you applied for the what is it called, the visa to come to Germany, there was no question you asked.
There's no question.
It's just a matter of presenting your papers. You know.
I feel like maybe depending on the type of interview, yes, there are some that they ask you a question.
Especially for family reunion, they ask you students, they ask you where you going, which school. Yeah, it depends. I think for job seekers it's different.
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
that's good to know.
uh,
So they shouldn't be tense that they will have an interrogation.
no
It's like, do you qualify for this job? Because
No.
they're not going to give you a job. They're going to give you a visa, not a job.
Not
A visa for you to come and look for jobs here in Germany.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good pointer because people are feeling like, oh, what can I do? I have an interview. What should I have? What can I do? Please help me.
Just have your everything, in order,
Mhm.
all your papers in order, and
Mhm.
if you don't, make sure it's not a vital thing, something like that.
Mhm.
Applying for jobs,
Mhm.
it's good to have, but
Yeah.
not necessary.
At
to
least it
have.
shows that you're prepared, you know?
Yes, you're prepared.
So
yes.
it's better to be over prepared than under prepared.
Definitely.
Nice.
Definitely.
Good to know, good to know.
Yes.
So you applied, you've given them all these papers.
Yeah.
So did you have a blocked account?
I did have a blocked account.
Nice. So people have been asking me, how do I raise this money? It's how much? 12,000 euros.
12,300.
Yes, 12,300. How do I raise this money? So for you, if you're able to tell us, how did you raise this money? Did you raise this money from your whatever, from your savings, from Harambes, from families? So how did you group? This is the main factor. People have opportunities, but the only hindering factor is this amount of money for them to survive in Germany. So how can you encourage someone to get that money and not feel like it's something they cannot get, but it's something that can actually get with other means and they can look for their money?
So, funny story.
Mm-hmm.
As I told you, I applied for the interview.
Mm-hmm.
3 months elapsed.
Mm-hmm.
I got an interview date.
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Those 6 weeks, I did not have the money.
What?
Yeah.
Talk of faith.
Yes.
Why do you get 2 point something million and 6 weeks you don't have the money?
I did not have the money.
So you're telling
Truth be
someone
God.
who hasn't applied because they don't have the money,
Don't
just apply.
Apply.
Oh
Don't.
my
You never
God.
know where things open up.
Wow.
They never open up. So,
Mhm.
6 weeks, I knew two things would knock me out of this visa.
Yes.
One was the language, because
Mhm.
I did not have the
Certificate.
certificates.
Mm-hmm.
Two was definitely the money.
Of course.
And I don't know if this will come off in my bad way,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like the main reason, or one of the determining factors of me getting this visa was the fact that I have the money.
Yes.
And without the money, or like the money, it's a ticket.
Yes. That's a huge ticket.
It's a huge ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 weeks, no money.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to message some people, talk to some rich uncles.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So it's
Yeah,
possible. Oh my
it
God.
is possible,
Okay.
yes.
Uh-huh.
But for me,
Mhm.
from where I come from,
Mhm.
at least we are a bit
Families.
blessed. Yes.
Nice.
I have some siblings who are out of the country,
Nice.
and I just reached out to them.
Nice.
I did not know whether they have the money or not. I really did not know, but I just reached out,
Mhm.
and I was like, this is a chance that, it's like
Might change my life. Wow.
If you have, kindly.
Interesting.
Kindly,
You're
yes.
talking of siblings.
Yes.
It happened to us as well.
It
It's
did.
our sibling who helped us with the flight ticket to come to Germany.
Really.
Our sibling. So siblings come a long
They
way.
come along.
And funny enough, my sibling is not, I'm the only sibling out of the country. My husband is the only sibling out of the country. And we were able to be given by a sibling working in Kenya. Gave us the whole flight ticket, the 4 of us. So it's possible to ask for family, friends, and they can show up for you. That's a good
They will
story.
definitely show up for you. If they
Wow.
are,
I thought I was the only one who had great siblings. Oh, people out here have great siblings as well. Interesting. Shout out to you, Andrew. Thank you, my sibling. Thank you to your siblings.
Thank you to
Wow.
Shout out to my brother.
So trying to tell me my kids should have so many siblings so that they help each other.
They should.
Wow.
The more the merrier.
I tell you, that's great news. I'm so perplexed, because I encourage people come to Germany, but it was like that part of how do they raise the money? Now you've had it. It's possible to get it from your siblings, so you, my friend, just need to ask. 6 weeks he didn't have the money, but it's all about faith.
It's all about faith.
So you've gotten the money. Of course, how long did you wait to get the notification that you've gotten the visa after applying, after saying you have all these things?
Now, we've got to give flowers where flowers is due.
Yes.
I went for my interview on 26th.
Uh-huh.
I got back my passport with the visa on 13th.
So like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And then on the visa itself,
Mhm.
it was stamped on 4th. So meaning they had already processed everything.
Wow.
So that's like a week.
What?
2 weeks I was getting my
Your call.
yes.
Your where
my
can we
list.
put your
Yeah,
whatever
where
your
can we
passport.
put your passport. Actually, not even where, but a text from G4S, come collect your baggage. And I remember I was at work that time.
You had not resigned?
I had not resigned. Definitely, you can't resign before.
Tell them. Tell them.
Don't, please, don't make that mistake. At
What?
least you are getting
Until you get your visa.
Yes, until you get your visa.
Not until you apply, until you get your
until
visa.
you are sure I'm going.
Interesting. Same thing I was told by my employer here at Germany.
Yeah.
Do not resign until you get your visa. I had been given an offer 6 months before, and I got my visa 6 months after. So 6 months if I had resigned, and then this is that, and like, do not until you get your visa, because your visa is now your ticket that you read in Germany.
Yeah, it is.
Interesting. So it's just a week. A
Yeah.
week when you have all the qualification.
If you have
it's
everything
possible.
in order, a week is.
It is that fast.
It is that.
There is no bureaucracy when you have all the documentation.
No.
Come to Germany,
Yes,
guys.
maybe things have changed now,
Yeah.
but I don't think so because
Yeah.
it is quite. I was even shocked myself because I was, shaking, and also I was expecting like 2 months at least.
And how much did you pay for the visa? Because you have to pay for the visa.
I paid 75 euros, which was around 13K. Yeah, now all the other costs apart from the block account, this one is coming from my own pocket. Yes,
And
because
you pay cash or
you pay cash. You have
Cash.
to pay cash. Yes.
like I told them in the
No,
other interview,
no,
you have to have your own
you
cash.
have to have cash.
No-
Yes.
no
cash,
side swiping,
no M-Pesa,
No in-person, because you don't even have your phone when you go to the
You don't imagine. You don't
Yes,
leave it.
you leave it somewhere.
Yeah, you leave it
Everything is
somewhere.
locked. You only come with your papers and your money.
Yeah.
So this is the witness again. You have to have your cash money, and you have to pay for your visa cash. And the visa for Chancenkarte was
75 euros, 13K.
13,000 Kenyan shillings. So that's for Kenya.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you got the visa, your passport with the visa.
Yeah.
What is the first thing you did? I just want to know. I want to know if I'm not the only crazy one. What's the first thing you did?
I cried a bit and then I prayed.
Nice.
And then I called my mom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I did not get my mom on the first call, but
Uh-huh.
I called my other sister who is in Nairobi.
Uh-huh.
I was like, yo,
I'm going to Germany.
I'm going to Germany. But it was such a nice feeling. Like, for me, on my side, or rather my story, I've been looking to go outside for a long time.
Wow.
Yes. And I've tried, I even applied for
Green card.
green card. I got it. I did. Funny enough, I did. But
What happened?
something happened. Story for another day.
Interesting.
Yes, but I have been trying to find my way out. Not that Kenya is not that bad or anything, but I felt like it's time.
Better opportunities are out there for sure.
Out there, and also like to push yourself. Because for me, one thing that I usually have is like a spirit or a desire to like do more, be more. Do greater, be greater.
You have to push yourself.
Yeah, you have to
You're
push
just
yourself.
saying all the things I've been telling these
Yeah.
people. It's good to hear that you're saying it, because ideally, if you do not do it, who will do it?
And nobody.
You only have to do it on your own.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, when you landed, because ideally you've gotten the visa, you're here.
Yeah.
So, when did you decide that? Because they hadn't resigned, did you give the 1 month notice, or what happened?
I did not give the 1 month notice immediately. I waited for about a week because we were coming. I was coming to Germany.
Yeah.
I did not know anybody apart from Rajores, of which now know you online.
Apart from the majority, yes, people coming to Germany, they don't know people, they don't know us. My friend, come to Germany, Habibi.
But yeah, I had to first look for somebody who was here, at least get a feel of the place as well. The city, throwing myself from the pot into the fire.
Exactly.
Yes,
True.
yeah, so my sisters, shout out to yourself. Now he explained to me, and beautifully he was in Berlin at that time. He's still in Berlin.
Nice.
So he even, because with the Chancenkarte they do not restrict you. I even emailed them and told them I am changing, because one thing, there was another form called a Vilex form that you usually fill, and you usually fill like details about yourself, referees, and also where you're going to live. Also the motivation letter you also fill where you have to go.
Say that,
Yes, so I was a bit scared saying that, you know, I want to come to Berlin, and that time I had written that I wanted to go to Düsseldorf. So I did not know, maybe they might reject me at the airport or something. But at least even with Düsseldorf, I really didn't have anybody on the ground who, you know, can assist me. But once I got somebody here in Berlin, is when now I decided, you know, let me now
Go to Berlin.
Yes, go to Berlin, and also let me give my resignation letter, because at least now I knew somebody personal.
And I'm going to directly after the airport.
Yes.
Wow, interesting. Yeah. So what was your first impression when you landed in Germany? What did you feel like? Is this for me? This is it for me? Or what did I do? What am I doing? So what was that feeling?
You know, I don't know. I had like a mixed feeling, because you know, funny thing, when you come to these countries, you really are not in till you know you pass that boundary. So I was still having questions in my head. You know, I might reach there, then, you know, I mean, I think this is a struggle for all Africans, but usually Africans are just told, wait there a bit, and let me. You don't know how they will treat you in different countries. So I was you know, tensed up, because I had not. I thought I had, but I had not really. So when I got to the airport, I got to immigration, asked me a few questions, looked thoroughly at my passport and my visa.
Oh, they pushed you on the side?
They did not. They did not. I think German immigration. They did not.
Or you just made the line where people's passport are being checked?
Yes, the passport are just being checked.
No, they
did not.
They
did not. So
just
once
the normal procedure.
the normal procedure.
Makes sense.
Yes. So yeah, after that, I was like, wow, I've made it.
You have passed the border.
I've passed the border. Now I'm in Germany officially. Yeah. So at the airport, I was picked, and you know, once you are moved from, because I was living in Mombasa at that time, so
what? The heat, and then they call you. Oh my goodness!
And then over here, you're used to tuk-tuks. Now you're getting into
the bus
train.
Taxi,
I was like, what? Hey, this is a different world.
You will never see tuk-tuk in your life again until you go back home. Interesting. What? That's an amazing story.
Yeah, but it was a good feeling. Like, you know, a feeling of accomplishment, and achievement, and I even that evening I patted myself on the back, and I was like, you know, you can do this.
It's the positivity for me. It's the positivity for me. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So, I think maybe you're finalizing, as he tells us. So how long are you in Germany? Have you been in Germany so far?
I've been in Germany for 3 weeks.
So he's a fresher. Oh my God.
Fresh.
Guys.
Fresh from the boat.
And you're this energized. Man, you're positive. This is so good to see your energy. It's crazy when my husband told me that he's coming, he wants you to interview. I'm like, what? Some people will come and like, no. Until I get a job, that's when I'll be interviewed. I'm like, just want you to tell us your story. Just how you, like, no, until I get a job. So tell us. How is it for you?
For me, I am quite positive, because, you know, it's, as I already said, it's an achievement on its own. Whether I have the job or I don't have the job, whether whatever I was dreaming to become has happened or not happened. Like, this is a step in the right direction.
Nice.
And, you know, it just took that leap of faith, you know, getting from nowhere to somewhere to push yourself. And, you know, for me, I think I am destined for greatness. I know I'm destined for greatness.
For sure you are, for sure.
And yeah, like, we say it in Kenya, kujituma.
Yes.
As long as umejituma, things will always open up. Anything is possible. And you are a living testament. I'm also a living testament.
Exactly.
And we both came through different ways.
Totally
different.
So,
and you know, don't limit yourself to kwamba you want to come here to work through a visa or a Chancenkarte. There's a plethora of opportunities. So you just decide, you know, this is what I'm going to pursue. Because even back in Kenya, I was in class with people who were coming on different reasons. German classes, they were coming as Ausbildung, some were coming for masters, others were coming for, you know, the language visa, different ways. So, just put your mind to it, push yourself, don't give up. Yeah, I think you'll succeed at that.
That's so amazing.
Yes.
This is an encouragement to someone who's applying, to someone who is even getting the ticket tomorrow to fly to Germany, to fly to Berlin, to fly to Munich. Someone is here and is telling you it's possible. You should not even be encouraged by someone who has done it and is here and is positive. So maybe one last question. What is it that you're doing to get a job? So do you apply online? Do you go directly to the company? So for someone who wants to come and hasn't applied or has applied and is scared, so what do I do? What am I supposed to do every day when I wake up, when I want to look for a job, to actually land a job in Germany? So what do you do yourself? Like, do you wake up, go to the company, knock doors, or do you apply online? What is the tactic you're using as at now?
So for now, I was in a honeymoon phase,
Yeah, you have to adjust.
Yeah,
That is
you have to
given.
adjust, yes.
Make sure you
So
do that.
I was in the honeymoon phase for at least the first week and a half. Also planning on moving, getting accommodation and all that.
Getting an apartment.
getting
It's
an
not just about getting in and getting a job. You have to settle. And that is what she's calling the honeymoon phase. You have to look for an apartment, settle, register for you to actually know that I can wake up here, I can sleep here. That is good to do. Very nice.
But now post honeymoon phase, I usually just apply through LinkedIn, through Indeed, usually online. I also walk to malls because one thing
they advertise.
Yes, they advertise and they're on the windows. Yes, so that is also another avenue that I've been looking for jobs. And also networking. I think networking is one of the biggest. Yes. So I've been looking for appointments with people who are in the same industry that I was in back home. Trying to get maybe land an interview at their companies or trying to get referrals. It's just been 10 days, so it's too early to.
It's too early. I just wanted someone to know that it's not a matter of coming, giving you a CV and starting a job the next day. You have to take step at a time, and it's good that you're here to tell people it's not as easy as they think. They have to push themselves each and every day.
It is not. First step is coming.
Yes, and that's a huge one.
It's a huge one coming. Now then, obviously, it's like a hill. You go, then there's like the first peak. Then you go, then there's the second peak. Yes, so you have just to but I mean, I know this is not the end of my journey.
It's not.
I still have another a very long.
And to ask you, are you limiting yourself to finance, or if you get any type of job, you start with it for you to continue? So what is your mental model of looking for an opportunity?
For me, I have decided, or rather, I am consulting first with people who are already in the industry, just to get a feel of how it is here. Because definitely the finance system here and back home is a bit different. So getting a feel first, and then I will decide. But I'm not limiting myself because maybe finance is not in demand here,
True.
and it is in demand. Healthcare, so I am still weighing my options, and with a bit of advice and counseling from different people, especially professionals who are in the same field or are in the fields that you want to venture into. Yes, getting their opinions and now making a decision. But see, I have 1 year, so
You have time.
I have time. Yes, so I'm not really jumping to my next move right now. But I'm still, doing my research. Research never ends.
Never ends. Even till we are still researching.
Yes.
It never ends.
Yes, it never ends. So I'm still looking for ways, looking for connections, looking for other parts. I feel like in a year's time, whatever I'm doing right now, it will be.
I cannot wait. Even 6 months. 6 months, you will be back actually.
Yes.
In 6 months, I'm sure you'll be back and tell us where you are. And then another year, like, so what is it? Did you get a job? What are you doing? Did you transition? Did you get your whatever permanent residence? Whatever is it called? EU blue card, because life can change.
It does change.
Interesting. As we finish, because I know we encourage people, In between, you've encouraged them. In between, you've answered so many questions.
Yeah.
So, a parting shot for someone who wants to relocate to Germany. What can you tell them?
Well, I am from watching your shows to being on your show. You see, like,
Tell them.
things can happen,
Yes.
but you also have to make it happen.
True that.
And like, don't doubt yourself. Don't feel like this is too big of a task or too big of a thing that you can do. I think you just have to believe in yourself.
Just thinking that opportunities are for other people.
Yes,
Don't think
no,
that opportunities for anyone.
Yes, but you also have to make a conscious decision yourself, because coming here is not. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. It might look easy. It might make it look easy.
True.
It is not easy. These are different cultures. So you have to like mentally, push yourself, mentally be prepared, and just believe in yourself, and always, always pray, always give thanks. So yeah, like me, who knew? By the way, I'm telling you the truth. I did not know that I would be sitting here today. I'm not lying.
Interesting.
I'm not lying.
Things do happen.
Yes, things do happen. And
Wow.
you pass through a lot of information. You go through life, and even me, I'm still amazed at myself. Still at myself. And then back, I'm like, you really tried, yes. But if you want it, just go for it.
Okay. Thank you so much for the information. We've been encouraged. So many questions have been answered. And you've been given all the things that you needed, why you need to come to Germany, how it's possible to come to Germany, how we are surviving here in Germany. Like, it's possible. I think he has explained so much in so many words and encouragement. I'm like, okay, this is so amazing. I thought I'm the one who just laughs and tell people. Apparently, these things people hear. And I'm so pleased that you're here to give people encouragement that it's possible. Thank you so much for being a part of our channel. And welcome to the Rajore clan. We will work with you through every step of the way. If you need encouragement, thank you to the cameraman behind there, my husband, who has been on your case. Where did you reach? Did you come? You told me that there's a guy who came with Chancenkarte. He's coming next week. I'm like, this thing happened. I talk here and I feel that these things don't happen. So I was like, if it is true, bring that guy here so that he can talk to us. And he's here and he has told us that it's possible. So guys, if you're inspired and if you're someone who has applied for Chancenkarte, it's possible to relocate to Germany and start a new life in Germany. And believe in yourself. That's the only thing you need to do. And opportunities are there. It's just for you to look for them. So if this video was an inspiration to you, it will help someone to relocate. It will help someone who needs this information. Please share, subscribe. Subscription is free. Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell them this is the channel to be if they want to relocate to Germany. So until next time, bye.